working together later. Speaking of coaching, I'm so intrigued by the fact that your wife coaches you. I know Coach Warhurst has been a longtime coach of yours, but I would love to hear a little bit about that relationship with your wife coaching you and what that looks like.
When I first met my wife on campus, she wasn't involved in the sport of running in any stretch of the imagination. She had done a couple of 10Ks with her girlfriends, and then maybe they went for like a midnight or late night run a couple of times a week, like 10-minute mile pace jogging when they're sick of studying sort of thing. But that she had never been involved in the sport of running. And then when we got engaged, my season was about to ramp up again, my training after having a break. And my coach said, "You better bring Sierra along." And I said, "All right." So he took her out for a coffee and a donut, and they drove around in the golf cart while I battled around the hilly golf course for a 4 mile tempo run. And they really connected over coffee and donuts, and they formed a really close bond right from that moment. And ever since, that's really been the process that they've been together as friends first, and over those years, she's been mentored by one of the, in my opinion, one of the world's greatest ever coaches over middle distance. So, in her words, she would have to be an absolute idiot if she didn't become very knowledgeable herself, having a front row seat to one of the greatest minds in our sport all of these years, you know. But first and foremost, Ron's been a great friend to us. Now he's like a third grandparent to our children, and it really shows his humility to welcome her into the fold and not be threatened by someone who doesn't understand running or didn't at the time. Right before an Olympic year, we got married like 11 months before the Beijing Olympic Games, and
Okay.
a lot of other people that were close to me were like really worried, and she actually received some sort of emails that were a bit matter of fact, like make sure you don't screw up next running. He's really talented. You may not understand what has, because I was sort of, the way I communicated with everybody else is that running wasn't really a priority at the stage. I was in La La Land. I was
Oh, because you were so in love.
all of that sort of stuff. Um, so they were all worried, but it was a very healthy distraction. And Ron wasn't like that at all. He brought her into the fold, and ever since then, she slowly just naturally assumed the role as his assistant coach.